itching hiccups, and death. Yes, you heard that right. Death. So everyone was kind to the sisters. Everyone honoured them with the title of Fairy Godmothers. A title that had been bestowed on all the women in their family ever since the time before times. They were invited to every party, guests of honour at every christening, and followed on every social media platform. So none of them were surprised when the invite arrived for the christening of Queen Araminta's daughter, baby Princess Rose. No one dared ask the Queen what had happened to Princess Rose's father, the Queen's one-time suitor. It was a secret, and so mighty was her rule and so terrible was her justice that no one dared ask. But there were rumours. Some believed she had eaten him, others that he had run off as soon as he got a chance. Rumours without end. Eshe had odd stirrings about the christening. Her special ability was different from that of her sisters. Her ability was foresight. Eshe could glimpse the future. But her ability came at a terrible price, an unthinkable price, a price more infuriating than a head full of lice. Eshe could only see the most horrific of potential futures. Visions that would have her screaming in the night, scrabbling at her covers and punching her pillow, and sometimes even eating it. Waking her sisters, who'd comfort her with worried looks. However, none of Eshe's visions had ever come to pass, and so, even though her sisters adored her, her abilities were doubted, distrusted, discredited, and disbelieved. "Do you think you could predict one true thing, Eshe?" laughed sister number 4, named Ferula, who tied her curls with bows of every colour. "Just one tiny little correct prediction," teased sister number 8, named 18, who had weighty rings on every finger. What her sisters didn't know was that none of Eshe's visions had come true because Eshe herself had saved the world, on many occasions, from utter ruination. After her vision of lights in the skies, she chased away an alien army with 1,000 blinking eyes. After her vision of a werewolf plague, she hunted down the werewolf queen and laid her in an early grave. After her vision of a merman attack, she found their underwater lair and sent them floundering back. Eshe was a hero, albeit a silent one, a hero who had prevented the world's greatest calamities, casualties, and maladies, and it was her curse that no one would ever know. When the invites to Princess Rose's christening arrived, Eshe was struck by another vision, not a usual vision, of drought or zombie apocalypse or meteor strike. This was far more terrifying. In her vision, she saw a world blanketed in thorns, hungry, biting thorns that grew without end over buildings and streets. Through windows and over furniture, she saw hordes of people running from the creeping barbed vines. She saw armies from countless kingdoms battling the vines with swords, axes, shears, and weed killer. But the vines defeated them all, snagging the soldiers on their points, wrapping around them tight and biting into them deep, the red of their roses deepening in hue with every person they grew through. And at the centre of this creeping mass of green and red was a girl, a beautiful girl, dressed in sharp points and pretty petals. Eshe was on the floor by the door, howling into her sister's mountain of post. "What is wrong?" cried her sisters. "I had a vision." "Oh no," said sister number 2, named Tutu, who was covered in tattoos.